We are recording right now. Hi everyone, this is Furucombo's number 8 community call. And if you are the first time joining us, this call will be covering what did Furucombo did in previous month, and then also what are we going to do in next month. This is the first part. And the second part that we will invite who cooperate with us, our partners or our investors, or if we think the project is interesting, we will invite them to join us and then talk about what's their news. This is Furucombo's community call, but also it's our network's community call. Everyone can contribute, everyone can talk about their project. Yeah, just we are just an organizer and then people who start this. And then the third part will be the final part. It's we call it Ask Us Anything. So basically, if you have any question about, no matter it's about Furucombo or for example today Gelato, you can ask the question. During the call, if you have any other question you want to ask us, you can leave it in the chat room, or you can wait until the third part begins. The first part we will spend about maybe 10 to 15 minutes, depends on how many things we want to share. We have a lot of things to share, but we'll try to control it at limited time. And also we'll also give the guests, Gelato or other service, about 15 to 20 minutes to share what they have done. Yeah. And the last part, Answer Anything, will be spending about maybe 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so let's begin with the first part. We will tell you about, share our latest news, the future roadmap with you guys. And today we invited our, how to describe, okay, wait. Before we start everything, we saw a lot of new faces here. This is pretty exciting. And I want people to introduce yourself. Okay, I'll start from me. I am Shenning Chu. I'm the CEO of the company. So most of my job are talking to different protocols, business development, or try to figure out what's happening on the market, what's next for the Furucombo. Yep, this is me. And I will point next one. Next one is our ZD.
Hello everyone, I'm ZD from Furucombo team. I'm the one of the software engineer of the team, and I responsible for content development and script development like transaction mining. Okay, that's all. Let's move on to Black.
Hello everyone. I'm having some, because I'm also joined the Clubhouse, so it kind of complicated here. So I think you can all hear me now, right? Okay, I'm Blake. I'm the COO at Furucombo and Dingo, and I mainly focus on market research and data analysis, as well as to keep everybody's energetic in our team. So that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, really glad that everyone can join today. Thank you.
Can you point next? Who's next? Okay, we'll invite, hey, Hilmar, since you are the main guest, can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, sure. Hi guys, I'm Hilmar. I'm a legendary member at Gelato Network. Gelato is a protocol that automates smart contract executions on Ethereum, and we help projects like Furucombo to introduce automation into their product suite. We have a network of bots running in the background, and they take care of your transactions when you are not awake or when you are asleep. And me personally, I'm mostly developing smart contracts. I also do partnerships and stuff, so everything for Gelato, and I'm part of a growing team, and yeah, happy to be here.
Okay, I'll be the one who point next one. Next one, can we invite let me see, Sergey. do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi guys. I'm just a small investor in Furucombo and want to see the update.
Hi. Okay, I'll point next one. Next one.
Don't pick me unless you're gonna give me some combos.
Okay. Oh no, I mean, okay, I won't pick you.
No, how we doing, guys? I'm
Good.
the troll of this. I'm the troll of this group.
We're glad to have you here, like every time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. No, we're all crypto community members here. And my name is Richard. I work with Pull Together, Charge Particles, a couple of projects. And yeah, no, it's exciting to see Gelato Finance. I've always gone to their website, and it's like going to a toy store and seeing a toy and say, I want to play with it. What can I do with it? But it's like, oh man, I got to be a developer, a coder. And it's like, all right, someday I will pray and they will do a partnership with Furucombo, so I can just use a combo of it. So here we are.
Perfect.
So
perfect.
I'm hoping my dream came true.
Soon.
Awesome.
Very soon.
Awesome. Pleasure, everyone.
Cool. Next one, Alicia.
Hi, I'm new to crypto. I'm just a small investor as well, just trying to learn more. And I was recommended by a developer to look into your company. So I've been doing that.
Oh, hi. Welcome to our company call. Next one, Mel. M-A-L. Hi, Mel. Mo.
Very shy, I think.
But he's on mute. Okay, let's move on to the Philip. Hi, Philip.
Hello, everyone. I'm Felipe. I'm from Mexico.
You are muted.
Oh, sorry for that. I'm Felipe. I'm from Mexico. I'm in finance in real life. So I started to be really involved in DeFi early last year when everything started getting crazy, and I've been in crypto for around 2 years. And I really like Furucombo. I think there's a lot of potential for something like this. I really like what the team is doing. I think it's one of the most serious professional teams I've seen in crypto so far, and that's very encouraging. And I'm willing to help and support this as much as I can.
Oh, thank you. It's pretty early in Mexico, right? Like around 5 o'clock in the morning?
It's 7 o'clock.
Oh, 7. I see. Still early.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to get up early and get some things done today. So that's great.
Wow, cool. Thanks for joining the call in the early morning. Is there anyone else who you want to introduce yourself that I haven't mentioned you? No? Okay. You'll always have time to introduce yourself. Let's begin with what Furucombo part. I'll invite ZD to take care of this part.
Okay, sure. Okay, I'm going to share some updates on Furucombo in the past months for you guys. The first part is the new and upcoming integration of Furucombo. And the second part is the transaction mining status. Okay, let's get started. About 1 month ago, we had deployed a chain input feature on the mainnet. And one of the use case is previous output that you could see it on Furucombo website now. And this is very useful when you send a combo. For example, a combo includes 2 cubes. The output from first cube could be used by the second cube 100%. And this is very useful feature to utilize all tokens and there's no any dust. As Furucombo provides many protocols and features, chain input could connect each protocol gracefully. So I think let me demo the chain feature for you guys. Let me share my screen.
Yep, I can see it.
Okay. Okay. Let me create a combo. The first cube is Uniswap cube, so we could swap Ether to like USDC. So I'm rich, also 100 Ethers, and we can set this. And maybe the next cube you may want to deposit it to lending protocol, so you could add like RVV to deposit cube. So I can use the previous USDC and use this button previous out, and we can link the RVV2 input cube to the previous Uniswap output amount, and we can set the second cube, and we could find that if we refresh the price on the first cube and the second cube will change accordingly. So this is the change we developed in the end of the last year. Yeah, it's very useful to connect each protocol and smooth transfer the token from protocol A to protocol B. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to. So the next topic is this Monday we also released RVV2 version 2, including flash loan, deposit, and withdraw. And currently, many users on Aave is still on version 1. And they could use Furucombo to migration from V1 to V2. And we also developing RVV2 borrow and repay features, because RVV2 borrow feature is tokenized. So hopefully to release those features soon for you guys. And we also released more curve swap pools, including stablecoins, Bitcoins, and Ethers. And besides, you could stack all curve pool tokens and claim CRV from all gates. Okay, let's talk about upcoming release. The first upcoming release is a synthetic earn feature. So you guys could stack curve SUSD or curve SURL token to synthetic earn to get SNX reward. Synthetic will distribution about 8,000 SNX weekly for the 2 pools for those users who stack LP tokens. And also you could claim or unstack your LP token through Furucombo. And we will release the second feature is compound borrow feature. I think this is one of the most users who requested in the past year, I think. Technically, the compound borrow feature is utilized this policy by maker, and only your wallet, your MetaMask or your ledger could control your DS policy, and we usually call this DS policy as a smart wallet. So if you have the smart wallet, or I can say if you have a DS policy, that could use Furucombo to borrow asset from Compound, and the borrower is your smart wallet. So after we introducing the borrow feature to Furucombo, we could have some asset management combos like self-liquidation, leverage, collateral swap, debt swap, and so on. Or you could move your assets between Maker and the Compound or other lending brokers. Yeah, this is a very a powerful feature to borrow your using your collateral. And of course, we also working on automation feature powered by Gelato. And at the first stage, we will introduce linked order on Furucombo. Yeah, stay tuned. We will see this on Furucombo soon. Okay, this is all about the integrations. And now let me talk about some transaction mining status. Furucombo has distributed about 300,000 combo, including mining reward and the 1-inch bonus reward. And tomorrow we are going to distribute about 200,000 combo tomorrow for curve bonus reward and the mining reward. Yeah, and this should be noted again later. Both trading and staking are important to your reward. And the first guideline is if you don't trade, there's no reward. So if you only trade but not staking, the reward is not too much. But if you trade and also stake for a long period, yeah, the reward could be better, I think. And an interesting thing is trading wash. It's usually not very useful for trading wash because it's really cost of gas. Yeah, the gas Ether is very expensive now. And we find an interesting transaction that yesterday someone created a customized token and created a Uniswap pool in one transaction to get a high trading volume. Yeah, the trading volume is really, really high. And this is successful. But the final result shows that this guy only get 100 combo reward, and the cost is about $500. So this is because the program introduced trading rank and staking. So not only consider trading volume. So I think I suggest doing your original test with Furucombo, and of course discover more useful combos Furucombo. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for you guys. Shenting, let's move on the next part.
Okay, I think for Furucombo's progress is very exciting. We spent a lot of time building the previous input or output. We call it chain input. So we spent a lot of time to building this, make sure that we can provide the best user experience to users. So we mentioned this feature in several of our company calls. If you join us for a long time, you must notify about this. And even this time, we use a live demo to tell people, educate people how to use it, because we found that, okay, some people start to figure out, oh, there's a new feature and use it and then feel it, and then their success rate is scoring really, really high. But we want the rest of the people, if you are doing the trading, you can start to learn how to use chain input to help you to maximize your profit, and also to really level up your the success of your transaction success rate, since gas is very high. And we launched a token in January 2021. We launched a token, and our token price at the end of the LBP, we use balance LBP. It's around 2.2, and then right now the price is like growing and growing. It's around like 3 to 4, 3.5 to 4 right now. So it's pretty good. We don't want to talk about spend too much time talking about the token price, but we just want to let people know that the reason that we see the token very important is because I think this is the key component of the whole ecosystem. If we have a good token, and then we have a keep growing tokenomics, we can onboard more and more people, and then grow the community to a bigger one, and then make sure that the whole ecosystem can self-sustain, work very smoothly by ourselves. So yeah, I think to launch a token is very, very important for us. And yeah, we do have a transaction mining, and then we have several special events, including 1-inch curve, and then also we have 2 more or 3 more special events coming up within next 3 to 5 weeks. So stay tuned. The next one, I'm personally super excited about this. I told all of the team members not to join the transaction mining, because we don't want to compete with our users. We want to serve our users, and then we can spend more time on building stuff. But the next one, I'm personally super excited about it. So I'm thinking, can I change the the rule, not to ban our team members to join it, but just join it, and I want to earn the reward, because the next reward is not just combo token. It's not about money. Yeah, it's something really, really special. Yeah, we spend a lot of time doing this. Yeah, so I think this is Furucombo part. Oh, by the way, our common borrow, it's finally here. Why we spend a lot of time doing this is because we have a lot of different integration or different features that we want to develop. And it's hard to choose between Aave V2, Common Borrow, or Gelato, and other implementations. So we try to leverage everything. And right now, Common Borrow is finally here. And also, there's another challenge about Common Borrow. It's not a technical problem, but it's more like why the core of our thoughts is that we don't want to hold most of your funds. We want to make sure that our users have the flexibility or have the freedom, have the choice of how to use their funds. So we want to try to keep the funds in your wallet as long as possible. We don't want you to put all your money, deposit all your money onto Furucombo and then use Furucombo to do everything. Even though this is good for Furucombo, we have a high TVL, and then you will think, oh, gas is too high, so I just, I will not withdraw from Furucombo. But I think DeFi is about, composability. It's about the freedom. It's about your choices. So we want to let your assets stay in your wallet. When you want to use Furucombo, we help you to process the payments. We take your asset and then to the protocol and to the next protocol and then put it back to your wallet. But for the compound borrow, we have to put your fund in our wallet so we can give you a better user experience. So it's pretty challenging for us to separate the whole user experience into two. The first one will be, you can use the fund directly, send it to the protocol, and then we send it back when the combo is finished. But the second route will be you deposit your money onto our smart contract, and then we help you to execute it. So it's like we spend a lot of time polishing the user experience. We don't want people to feel very complicated or feel confused about things, because I think Furucombo is famous for our user experience. And also Minter, synthetic Minter stake. This is not a small feature, but this is something I think it's like a milestone, because how to explain in English, but you see a lot of mining program right now, it's add liquidity to Uniswap or SushiSwap, and then stake your LP tokens to some smart contract. What if Furucombo can help you to do everything that farming related is seeing, and then the project team can just focus on your core business? For example, if you are lending protocol or you are algorithm stablecoin, you just focus on building your algorithm or adding more assets. And the farming program, we will take care of it. We can help you to add liquidity to, no matter it's a Uniswap or Maker, not Maker, or SushiSwap, and then stake the LP token maybe to our platform. It's like a one-stop shop, no matter it's for user or it's for project team. No, this is just an imagination, or it's just some thoughts about what can we do with the the synthetic Minter stake feature. And also these two features that we have already audited the whole smart contract system in the past year, and then we are going to release the audit report pretty soon. It's already in our mailbox, but just we don't have time, and we have a lot of things going on. So we will find the time to release the news and then make this feature online. Okay, so this is the end of the Furucombo part. Next part, we are going to invite the legendary member of Gelato, Hilmar, to talk about what's going on, what's new in the Gelato network. And I am very, just by the way, I'm very not surprised, but I'm very, like, I remember this. The first time I saw Gelato, I saw Hilmar, it's on a mobile app. And then at the time, we need to record a video to join the competition. And Hilmar walking in a garden and then eating the ice cream with a lot of sunshine. So like Hilmar, every time Hilmar like shows up, he cares about the lighting and then how the background looks like. This is pretty impressive. It's your time. It's your showtime, Hilmar.
Yeah, you made me sound like a superstar there. Yeah, so we always try to like with Gelato, we haven't really invested any money on marketing thus far, but we always try to kind of like create a vibe when people talk about Gelato, when we deal with Gelato, which is just like this very laid back, easy, sundown, good ice cream taste vibes that we just want to kind of portray and create a community around. And this is kind of like this relaxation that this should represent is kind of like the feeling you should get when you use Gelato. That is network of bots, they take care of my stuff. I just tell them, please refinance or save my CDP or save my debt position on Maker, and they will do it, right? It's just feeling of relaxation. And yeah, so first of all, thanks a lot that I can be here. Maybe for those that don't know what Gelato is a network of bots basically that are just always there running and listening to certain changes on Ethereum. And you can instruct these bots to do arbitrary things on your behalf, like sell your tokens on Uniswap when gas prices are low, or refinance your loan from one protocol to the next if interest rates are cheap, or basically literally anything. And we help development teams to build out these use cases and leverage our infrastructure. And the reason for that is basically the goal of these decentralized apps that you use is that they are openly accessible, right? Even though if maybe a front end goes down or some other things hinder you, smart contracts are always live on Ethereum, and you can always interact with them through some means. But if you want to provide users with some automation in the background that you to trade in a later point in time when the user is offline, then there's no real way at the moment to do that in a decentralized way. You can, as a company, build out your own infrastructure, run these bots, but you would be again the central point of failure here. If your servers go down, your whole so this kind of reduces the benefits of trustlessness and censorship resistance that you would usually have in a dApp. Why it's cool for dApps to integrate Gelato, because they remain decentralized, they remain permissionless and trustless, while also being able to offer these automated use cases. And yeah, so that's why we are building and we are supporting team of Furucombo personally. I think I always think long term in these products. At the moment, of course, it's very to DeFi cubes and do some like fun combinations with them. But like we are building the foundation of value transfer here, the financial industry, right? And at some point, companies, fund managers, everyone can use a tool like Furucombo to combine certain features with each other, and you can construct new strategies and new products by just dragging and dropping stuff. And so I think that's super powerful. And I hope that can kind of help Furucombo realize that in the future. So I think there are a lot of great things happening there. And maybe also to what ZD mentioned around the technical features that were released. They're actually very important. Maybe they sound very technical in some regards, but they are very important to enable, for example, automation later on. You talked about chained inputs, right? This is like super important to enable automation later on. Without it, it actually probably doesn't work. And then also the proxy contracts, the smart wallets. Without these smart wallets, it will be very difficult to conduct these automations later on. Still possible, but these smart wallets, just because we don't have account abstraction implemented in Ethereum yet, these smart wallets are essential to make the user experience good for users later on. So they sound very technical, but they are actually very, very huge improvements. And I had to, back in the day when we were hacking on Furucombo with Gelato in September, I think, I had to implement them myself. I had to hack them into Furucombo system because they weren't there yet. And so I'm very glad that you guys now found a system to do that efficiently. And yeah, I'm also happy to check that out soon and hack something together.
Katie, I cannot hear you.
Yeah, we still can't hear you. I think something with your audio maybe.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I heard about. I mean, I read the news. Can you hear me? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I read it on Twitter that cooperation. Gelato has a cooperation with the InstaDM. Okay, I think maybe it's because we talk about InstaDM, so the whole system is now working normally right now. No, I'm just joking. I love InstaDM. Yeah. So Hilmar, can you talk about more about like how you guys cooperate with them? Like what feature do they implement with you guys, and then which feature that is automated by the Gelato?
Yeah, sure. InstaDepp is, for those of you who don't know, is a DeFi management platform where you can, which basically makes it easy for you to move between various protocols, especially like lending protocols. So you can borrow money on Maker, on Compound, on Aave, and they offer you these bridges that enable you to basically move between these protocols quite seamlessly. So many people go there to borrow DAI, for example, on Maker, and to then go leverage on ETH, for example, right? So there are a lot of use cases. And the problem with borrowing DAI on Maker is that you have to deposit some ETH as collateral beforehand, and then you have to keep a certain collateralization ratio on your debt position, and you have to kind of like constantly watch this, because if you borrow too much and then suddenly the ETH price starts dropping, then your position could be liquidated because your debt position got under collateralized, right? So this is quite costly, and the Maker Keeper bots, I think they charge over 5% or something from your collateral. And so you can lose a lot of money when you are too greedy, or when ETH prices are too volatile, you didn't expect that. And so what InstaDepp integrated Gelato for is basically to enable these the debt positions that are on Maker that usually have the lowest interest rates. That's why everyone wants to borrow DAI on Maker, because Maker DAI is a native asset of the Maker system, and so they can offer the lowest interest rate. But they also have very high collateral ratios. So the best strategy would actually be to keep your position on Maker the longest, but as soon as ETH price drops, you quickly move it to Aave, for example, where you have to pay higher interest rates, which is not good for you in the long run. But if the ETH price starts dropping and your collateral is in danger, then it's actually positive. It's a positive thing, because there you won't get liquidated as soon as you will get on Maker. And basically what they use Gelato for is to automate this scenario where if your position will get liquidated on Maker, then the Gelato bots will help you to move your funds quickly over to Aave to avoid this liquidation process. All you have to do is basically click one button, and then this automation is kind of set up for you. And then the Gelato bots in the background, they will basically constantly monitor your position, so you don't have to do it anymore. And basically it enables you to sleep well at night, because now you don't have to wake up and say, oh shit, ETH price dropped again by 20%. I lost a lot of money. You know, okay, it happened. You wake up and you see your position got saved by Gelato in the background. And yeah, I think InstaDepp has value in their smart contracts worth 500 million or something. So there are some really big debt positions on there that we are moving now. And it's also a great validation for our product. And now Gelato is basically securing $1 million worth of assets on this platform, right? And so yeah, this is great. And for example, I actually built it for myself, because I'm borrowing DAI on Maker via InstaDepp, and I just wanted it myself. So we kind of decided to build it together with them, and now it's live, which is awesome. Yeah.
I see there's a trend that it's not a trend, but I see like DeFi Saver, and then maybe B protocol, and also InstaDM. They are all working on automation on managing positions, especially borrow, lending, this kind of stuff, and then across different protocols. Is it because that usually people will supply their assets, for example, like BTC or Ether to a lending protocol and borrow some like stable coins or other assets out? Is this because like capital efficient, or why does a lot of people working on this, like helping your positions?
Yeah, so my current hypothesis about projects that are gaining traction in DeFi and Ethereum are basically low quantity, high volume transactions, transactions that are worth a lot, and where the gas cost that everyone has to incur is marginal compared to the overall value that is being transferred from A to B. And this is the case in these borrowings. I think the average debt position is 6 figures or something when you talk about the maker system, or even higher. And so we are talking about whales borrowing sometimes millions of dollars worth. I saw one transaction the other day where someone borrowed 80 million worth of DAI or something in one transaction, right? This is huge. And so there we are not talking about like $10,000. We're talking about millions here. And when it comes to millions, having the security and the automation that ensures that you will not lose 5% of that 1 million, it's worth. There's a lot of value at stake, and so that's why I think this collateral saving and debt moving is such an interesting use case, basically, because even though Ethereum is crazy expensive, it's still worth it. And that's why also for other use cases, like we get approached a lot by DAOs, for example, that want to automate the proposal voting process of their protocols, where you have to send like 3 transactions to create a proposal, then vote on a proposal, then withdraw your stake from a proposal, like certain things, right? But some of these transactions are currently just not worth automating or just doing in general on Ethereum. That's why also the voting turnout is quite low in DAOs. It's because it costs you $20 or $30 to send this transaction, right? And the value you get out of it is not that big. So that's why these projects are moving to layer 2, and also Gelato will also hopefully by the mid or end of this year support layer 2 networks. And there will be a lot of non-DeFi related, non-financial related automation going on. And I believe like in the future, over 90% of all transactions will be completely automated. This is what DeFi and smart contracts was supposed to be, right? Autonomous flows of value back and forth. Though smart contracts are not autonomous. Their logic is immutable in the state, but they need this transaction from outside, right? They need this impulse. And especially users, they can't give this impulse all the time because they can't monitor everything themselves. But it's at the moment still very expensive on Ethereum. But I think with layer 2 networks and in Ethereum 2.0, this will change dramatically, and we will see even more use cases coming up that are not only low quantity, high volume.
I see. And do you guys have any plan about migrating to layer 2, or layer 2 is coming soon, and a lot of different protocols are moving to layer 2, different layer 2s. Will that affect the automation work?
Yeah, so we have plans to move to layer 2s. There are certain projects who work together that are not yet announced. There will be hopefully announced pretty soon. That are already operating also on a layer 2 network, and namely that's mostly XDAI at the moment, where we see the largest, so the most frequent requests from that developers that say, hey, are you guys also on this network? Is mostly on XDAI, and so we have received multiple inquiries from projects on there. So we'll probably move to there, which is not that hard because it's an EVM compatible chain, right? So there are only like small changes to our clients we have to do. Still probably will take some time, but it's on the roadmap for this year, and we will definitely integrate them. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think layer 2 it's a topic, or it's a homework for every project, no matter it's an aggregator, it's a protocol, or it's a network provider. So yeah, this is
like this transitioning, I think there's also where automation and UIs like Furucombo, where they will get very important, because there is a lot of friction in transitioning between layer 1s and layer 2 networks. You need to deposit funds here, they need to be granted here, then you can move them around, and then you need to kind of like burn them here, and they will be back, like you can withdraw them here from an escrow contract. So there are a lot of operationally important, but just like from a user experience, redundant transactions involved with actually transitioning from networks to networks. And there we also see a large opportunity for Gelato to basically be kind of like this middle which enables you to just smoothly transition between these protocols by saying, hey, I want to send a transaction here, and if the funds after some blocks actually get credited on this layer 2, then I want to have these transactions already scheduled here that then do something with it, right? So you can treat these networks as one protocol, even though they are like there are multiple different ones. And so yeah, this is something we are working on, and I think this will be quite valuable in the future.
Yeah, I think when we are like moving to layer 2, at the very beginning stage, it will be very, very complicated, since this is a new technology, and also it's a little bit different from how people know how to trade on blockchain or how to operate a blockchain transactions. So automations will help a lot on giving a better user experience. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think we have spent a little bit of time. We have still a little bit more time for the community to ask any kind of question. You can ask Furucombo, you can ask Gelato. You cannot ask about InstaDM. No, I'm just kidding. You can ask anything to anyone. I should invite the InstaDM next time.
Yeah. They are really nice guys.
Yeah, they are. They are. Anyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Please.
Philip, can you?
Sure. No, I was just going to ask like a very general question, and it is, where do you see the future of Furucombo going? Like, is it more as a user interface or more on the back end, or so if we think 5 years from now, where do you see Furucombo position?
Great question. So I'll say we position Furucombo as like a DeFi proto, or it's like a one-stop shop for the like every kinds of user, because we think in the new finance, next generation's finance will be definitely on DeFi. You have your like USDC, you can deposit to like Aave Aave is your bank, Compound is your bank. You deposit and then you get an interest. And then also, if you want to swap to, for example, euro dollar, you can go to Uniswap or SushiSwap. So I'll say DeFi is like definitely eating the traditional finance. And then different DeFi protocols, we see them as different stores. But different store, if the store without for example, okay, let's say cell phone. So every protocol is a cell phone. But if cell phone itself is okay, I can use it to take a picture, I can play some game, or I can take some notes on my cell phone. But if there's a internet with a cell phone, and then that becomes an iPhone, it's a smartphone, and then you can do a lot of different things, because you can text your friend, you can send an email, or you can call your friends. So I think Furucombo is like trying to connect every different DeFi protocol, and then make everyone together, so we can it's like it's more convenient for the users. So it's very important that we have a very simple user experience for the user, because if user feels Furucombo is hard to use, then how are they will need to try to learn separate protocols website, go to Curve, go to Uniswap, go to Aave, and then all of them, they have different design. So that will be super painful. So the first priority of Furucombo is to provide a top-notch user experience for our user, no matter you are a trader or you are a real user. And I think in the future, there will be a lot of different blockchains on the planet. It's not just Ethereum. maybe Binance Smart Chain, maybe Polkadot, or there are a lot of blockchains are showing up, trying to replace the Ethereum. We see this is good because Ethereum cannot be the only blockchain of the whole world. So what if there are a lot of different DeFi service, DeFi protocol on different blockchains, and then we want to connect every of them. So when a user, for example, they got the salary is USDC or DAI, maybe in Argentina, and then I want to find the best lending rate. Maybe it's on Polkadot, maybe it's on Ethereum, but I don't want our user to worry about, oh, is my DAI on Ethereum or is my DAI on Binance Smart Chain? You don't have to worry about that. All you need to do is to just connect your wallet that you frequently use, mainly to store your assets. For example, maybe Ledger or Coinbase wallet, and then try to go to Furucombo, find a good trading strategy. It's like maybe ETF, maybe spot trading, or any kinds of market chains. But you don't have to worry about what's at the back end. That will be taken care by the Furucombo. Yeah, we want to connect every DeFi protocol on different blockchains, and then make sure when you are moving your funds from A to B, and then it's frictionless. So yeah, I think this is what Furucombo is doing.
Interesting. And maybe can I just jump in and share what I think Furucombo's vision? I totally agree with that, but why I'm excited about it is basically Furucombo is kind of like a gigantic protocol, right? You have all these individual smaller protocols, and Furucombo is kind of like a gigantic one around it. And even though most users come and see it as this interface, how they interact with it right now, I have worked with the individual parts of it, right? Everyone can theoretically plug into the system in the backend. The smart contracts are on Ethereum, they're verified on Etherscan. You can check them out, you can interact with them, right? And I think there's a huge value add in connecting all these protocols and being this glue between them and making it seamless to transition from A to B, because this is where the user wants to get in. And so like a huge supply side of the money will actually flow through these glues that is, for example, that Furucombo is. And I think these are very, very powerful, these networks. And if you, like a lot of people, for example, if they book airline tickets, they don't go to specific airlines, right? They go to this networks, they go to these websites where they're all airline tickets, and you can just you could compare them right away, right? You don't really care which airline, maybe sometimes in airlines, yes, but you go through Amazon, right? You don't go to these individual retailers. And so I think this kind of abstraction and aggregation is super, super powerful, and this will definitely be how users will interact with these protocols in the future.
Okay. Great. Great, Richard, I'll leave you answer a question that I interrupted.
Excellent. No problem, Felipe. Thank you. Hilmar, pleasure. So my question is, I don't know if you were familiar with Shapeshift's Prism kind of project that they had back in 2017. And I'm probably showing my crypto age by going back 4 years. But
yeah, I heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, so I know they're working on an SDK to actually release, for other kind of like services to use it. Like, do you foresee Gelato working with something like that? And I'll explain if needed, in this group, what was it? What Prism does exactly.
Please.
Yeah, so basically you were allowed to create like a portfolio of different coins, let it be Ethereum or BAD, a lot of ERC20 coins, but it could have been just one coin. Like that portfolio could have consist 100% of just that coin. But the great thing about it was once that coin kind of reached the 100% gain, it'll automatically close that position. And what I always kind of saw in my mind was that it'd be great to kind of say, you know what, I'm willing to invest in X coin, but I want it to go to this percent. So it's obviously all price. You know, once if it's at 3 cents and you want it 100%, like it'll automatically close and sell itself once it's at 6 cents. So to me, that always, you know, has been something that you could program, because again, it's all numbers and it's computer and it's, you know, smart programming. So, you know, it was great to use it because again, it was kind of like you, instead of, there's a saying that says, you know, set it and forget it. So, you know, it applies a lot to investing where you kind of just buy something or buy it again and again recurrently, and you just forget about it. So what was great about this was like Prism was you buy the coin or you invest in the coin and you just leave it there. You know, if and when eventually hits 100%, you don't even have to sell it because it automatically converted it to Ethereum. So I could kind of see Gelato doing something like that. So that's why I asked, you know, I don't know if you guys are aware of it or have ever thought, you know, of doing it something like that.
Yeah, that's a super cool use case. And I remember I played around with the beta or something of Prism.
Right.
Yeah, back in the day. And it was really cool, yeah. So yeah, this particular use case, we haven't touched yet, where you have kind of like a basket of certain assets. But what we are like, actually what we just worked on for a hackathon, which was really cool, is something basically similar, which is kind of like it's kind of like a take profit order, right? If you kind of boil it down to the most basic mechanism, and where we actually built something, or it's not really done yet, but we release at some point, is basically where you can go leverage, so where you borrow DAI against your ETH collateral on Maker, for example, and then you can set a price target, let's say 100% increase from your current from the current price, and then the increase in value of your collateral ETH in that case will be used. So you will sell a couple of your ETH when the price reaches that target, and you automatically pay back your DAI. So it's kind of like a take profit leverage. So you say, hey, I think ETH will go up. I think it will go up by 20%. Then you will borrow some DAI, you will buy some more ETH with it, and then you will set it and forget take profit order right away. And this whole debt position will unwind automatically. So we're actually working on something like that. I think that can be applied basically for everything, right? Also to individual assets or to baskets of assets. And I think that's really powerful for traders that think certain assets are undervalued and they could go up by X%, right? And then you set this value, okay, then I just want to get out of the position, right? And this is definitely something we are investigating. And I think this will be also quite a cool use case to integrate on Furucombo to have kind of like I think this could be easily done with like a Uniswap cube. You have an asset, you have a Uniswap cube, then you have a price condition that you set right there, and then it will be sold, right? So this is something we can easily build. Yeah.
Excellent. So now that we see InstaDApp, which is a great service as well, and I reached out to the team, I can't believe they're so young. You know, like it's amazing. It's probably because I'm so old and they're so young, so I say that. But what was I gonna say? Are we gonna see a Furucombo kind of powered by Gelato soon? Is that in the works?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that?
Yeah,
I feel that. I get that excitement, you know. So I hope it's not just me. But I had another question. Congratulations, Furucombo, on the recent investment from Binance. And it's good that you mentioned the Binance Smart Chain, you know, and L2 solutions. And I totally agree with that. So the way I see it, you know, each kind of platform ends up being like a different service, you know, whereas you see a Twitter, you see an Instagram, you see a TikTok, you know, so it's going to be somewhat locked, you know, like that within the kind of blockchain market, where if you want to take advantage of this service and this opportunity, well, you can go to this platform. But yeah, no, it's great that Furucombo is working on that, you know, whereas if there's a platform, if there's a service, it's here, you know, so it kind of becomes like the target, you know, of product and services. Like it's all here. The pharmacy is here. Like you want those jeans, those pants, like it's here. So, you know, it's like I said, it has a user of crypto, you know, I guess to best explain it and understanding, whoever else is here, like you heard the team now, like this is, from a user's perspective, like it's great, just on an automation of services that you use, like if you want to use Aave, you have to go to Aave. If you want to use Uniswap, you have to go to Uniswap. So now you're going to service, but like to go to, Furucombo and say, yeah, just like that, I want to swap this, once I swap that coin, I actually see a gain on another service, of that coin if I just swap for it right here. So you're able to do all of that, all in one transaction. So yeah, no, I always applaud, what you guys are doing. I enjoy seeing Hilmar Gelato. It's good seeing a face, to the service, because again, I think it must have been a hackathon you guys did that I saw it, and I thought automatically, if this then that, the if this then that service is just like, wow, like this is, I don't even have to pick up my phone to trade. Like I could just put something automatically, and wake up and hopefully do the Ethereum dance, the all-time high dance. But
Yeah. I think
that,
with Gelato's network, our cooperation with Gelato, we can definitely automate a lot of different transactions on DeFi. And then I think most of the people's imagination or their using experience, like past experience, is on limit order. So we will put, is it a leak, or maybe everyone knows this? But it's okay. DeFi is about transparency. But yeah, we are working on the limit order with a Gelato. But this limit order is not just limited to Uniswap or certain service. It applies to all of the DeFi protocol that Furucombo has already integrated, including Aave, Compound, or Balancer, or maybe even Send token. So it will be very, very powerful, because right now in the past you can only use limit order in a centralized exchange, or maybe in an exchange to do the spot trading, or to do some trading. But right now you can use limit order, applies to all kinds of trading. So that will be super powerful. But this is a very powerful feature, so that we will release one by one. The first one will be just limit order. So you can just set a limit order, says, oh, okay, I want to swap my DAI to Ether when Ether achieve maybe 1,700. If it's you are sleeping, Gelato and Furucombo will do that for you. So that will be super helpful. And also Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's the price is moving a lot every day, so it's a great chance for everyone to participate in this. If you want to trade Bitcoin and then Ethereum on DeFi, we'll definitely use the Gelato and Furucombo. Yeah. And then we have a lot of DEX integration, including Uniswap, Kyber, Balancer, 1inch, SushiSwap, and also maybe Doodoo Swap more. Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. Congratulations, guys. That's a really big milestone.
awesome, guys.
Cool. I think today we have it's already been 1 hour. So I think the community call will end up here. Next time it's around like early March, and at the time we can demo some cool limit order stuff to you guys if we have no accident or no plans changed. Yeah, we hope that. I hope to use the limit order tomorrow, because I want to trade my Ethereum. I want to trade a lot of token on DeFi from my wallet to my wallet using Gelato. And I want to eat some ice cream as well. Yeah, but yeah, next time we'll definitely invite some cool person, just like how cool is Hilmar. Yeah, so feel free to let us know which project you want us to talk to, or which project we should integrate. We have a long list, so if you add one more to the list, it doesn't matter. It's already very long. So yeah, thanks everyone for participating. I know some people are waking up early. I hope you enjoy the call and see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Awesome. Bye,
Joe.
guys.